All right, so I recently went on a trip to the Outer Banks to do a little bit of photography and make a YouTube video. And if you know me, I like to travel super light. But the bag I've been using to carry all of the gear that I filmed to make my videos is a little bit bigger than I would like. This is the Brevity Jumper, and I've been using it for about the past 2 years to carry all of my gear that I use to make my YouTube videos. And this is not a bad bag, it's relatively affordable, but it's a little bit bigger than I would like. If I could just essentially chop off this top part and just have the cube section in these front pockets, then this bag would be absolutely perfect. But sadly, that's not an option. So I was in the market looking for a new camera bag, and I had my eyes on a couple different slings. The first one being the Wandered sling, but it's like $150, and that was kind of expensive for a sling, so I didn't really want to pay that much. But then I was browsing and I discovered this. This is the K&F Concept 2-in-1 camera sling. Now, they did not send this to me and they are not paying me to make this video, but I thoroughly enjoyed using this bag while I was on my trip in the Outer Banks. And I thought, it's been a while since I've made a what's in my camera bag video that is not about my photography kit. So here we are making one about my YouTube video creation kit. Now, this is not an ad placement for this bag, but I do want to touch on it just a little bit more before we move on to the actual gear that I am carrying. But this is a $30 bag. So it's only $30, which is actually a really, really good price for what it is, at least I think. It's made of a pretty nice durable material. The only part I would say that feels a bit cheap is this like very fake leather on top that feels like it's gonna scratch up and ruin easily. But it actually holds up like decently well. But otherwise, the bag is pretty solid, made of nice material, especially for a $30 bag. I feel like you don't really have a whole lot of room to complain. Now, there is a small back pocket. I don't think I've ever put anything in here. Yeah, nothing in there. A handle and a front pocket as well that I carry a couple things in. First thing, a Condor Blue microfiber cloth for cleaning my lens. And what else do we have? We also have some step-up rings, just in case I need to use a different filter or a different lens. And then what else? And this is a very important part of the kit. And the final thing I keep in here is a Insta360 necklace. It's a magnet. I use it a lot for my microphone. It's actually extremely convenient, and the magnet on this necklace is a lot stronger on the magnets that come with any of the DJI mics. So this is extremely convenient to have. So I always keep this in my bag, and I actually use it quite a lot when I'm making my videos. All right, and the next part was one of the huge deciding factors when I was trying to decide what bag I wanted to get. I wanted to make sure that whatever the camera sling I was buying was, I wanted to make sure that it had somewhere to insert or attach a tripod. So as you can see, the tripod actually stays in here pretty securely, and you just need to do that and pull it out. And the tripod that I am using is the Freewell carbon fiber travel tripod, real travel tripod. I can't remember exactly what the name of this is, but they sent it to me about a year ago, and I've been using this tripod for the past year to film all of my videos, and I absolutely love it. All right, let's get to what everyone actually cares about and open the main compartment in the camera bag. So I've got my Sony FX3 in here, and I've got the 20-70 f4G lens attached, and on top I have my ND filter, which is the Peter McKinnon variable ND filter 2 to 5 stop Mist Edition. I decided to go with the Mist Edition over the normal VNT just because I wanted to get rid of that digital edge on my videos, just make it look a little bit less crisp and sharp. But yeah, I've had the 20-70 for about the past year now, and it very quickly became my absolute favorite lens to film my YouTube videos with. Now, before I was using the 24-105, which is also a fantastic lens, but I did manage to break or damage mine just a little bit a couple years ago on my Route 66 trip, and I was having a lot of issues with the autofocus when I was zooming into that 70 to 100 millimeter focal range, which is fine with me. I didn't really need that. But I thought it would be beneficial to pick up this lens. But I decided to swap it out for the 20-70 because I didn't really need that 70 to 100 millimeters on the tight end. And I thought I could make a lot more use out of an extra 4mm on the wide end, and it makes this camera and this lens the perfect combination for, any kind of vlogging and filming my YouTube videos. Now, one of the most important parts besides the camera and the lens itself is your audio. And for audio, as you can see, I have the DJI Mic Mini, and I keep it in here. Now, obviously, I have the actual receiver on my Sony a7CR, which I'm filming this video with. But this is the charging case that comes with the DJI Mic Mini. I've used many different wireless mics over the years. I used the original Rode wireless mic, and then I switched to the DJI mic, the original one. And I really loved that microphone a lot more than the Rode mic especially, but I just wanted something a little bit more low-key, just a little bit smaller, and the DJI mic was absolutely perfect. Not to mention the battery life on these mics are absolutely incredible. Way better compared to the original DJI mic, I certainly noticed. And one of my favorite features of these microphones is that when you have it attached to your camera and then you turn your camera off, the transmitter and the receiver will turn off as well. And I found myself being able to go out and shoot all day and not have to worry about the battery dying on either the transmitter or the receiver. All right, anything else with the camera? As for SD cards that I use, I pretty much exclusively use the ProGrade 256 V90 cards. They are extremely reliable and I cannot recommend them enough. Also, I will have links in the description for pretty much everything that I mentioned in this video. Now, if there's anything left in the camera bag, I don't actually think there is, besides 2 extra batteries that I carry in here. Now, my favorite part about this camera bag is that while it is a very small compact sling, it does fit everything that I actually need. As long as you don't plan on carrying multiple lenses with you, if you just have your one camera and your one vlogging lens, whatever that may be, you have plenty of room to store it in here, as you can see. So I have my camera and my extra pouch over here that I put my DJI mic and my extra batteries. And there's also a little bit of extra Velcro storage pouches in here that you can store stuff in as well. But yeah, that is everything that I use to film and make my YouTube videos. I like keeping it super simple, rather minimalist in nature. It's actually even more minimalist than my photography camera bag. And if you want to watch that video on everything that I keep in my photography camera bag, you can head over to my YouTube channel and you can find multiple of those videos that I've updated over the years. In the meantime, if you guys have any questions about any of this camera gear, whether it's the K&F concept bag or my Sony FX3 or the lens or this tripod, and any questions that you guys have, please let me know in the comments down below and I will get back to you as soon as I possibly can. And keep your eyes out for the Outer Banks photography video that I will have coming out soon. It's gonna be a good one and you don't wanna miss it. But thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, please like the video and subscribe to help support the channel. And I hope I could inspire you guys to get out and take more photos. Go out and shoot.